I was born millions of years ago, when the dinosaurs died and their bodies started rotting away underground. It was warm then. This part of the world was a shallow ocean. All kinds of animals and plants, big and small, lived and died and sank to the ocean floor. Bugs came around and ate them. As generations of plants and animals collected on the ocean floor, the pressure on me got greater and greater. Silt, sand, and plant debris washed over me. After a few million years, the sea disappeared, and the land rose up until the layer I was in was well above the water. The wind blew and the rain fell. Soil was blown and washed over me. And then, even more soil. The temperature down below was still high, turning the bones and skin and bug poop and dead plants and all the other leftovers into a liquid. And a gas floated just above. Well, humans needed me, so they went to a lot of expense, effort, and danger to get me out of the ground. They weren't even sure they could find me, but workers and machines dug deep down to where I was. And after millions of years, pressurized in the same spot, the pressure suddenly changed.
There's gas coming.
I felt the need to push up the pipe. I felt a sensation of motion. How uplifting! I began to float, to surge, to flow through a narrow pipe. And once I got started, I went faster and faster along the pipeline until I reached a spot where I got stronger and pressed. Oh. Then it was the pipe again, and I rapidly traveled along to another spot where I was compressed again. And then more pipe. What a change from lying quietly underground all those millions of years. I arrived at a place where I was separated into 3 different gases. I became methane, propane, and ethane, and each part of me had a different destiny to fulfill.
It's warm here!
Methane, which is most of my bulk, was piped off to be burned and provide heat for your homes, schools, and businesses. Propane, an explosive personality, is used to power cars and trucks and other equipment necessary to the survival of human beings who began this whole process.
Hungry?
Ethane was to become plastic. And that's me. Before being split up, I had no idea I had so many parts. I made my way to the furnace, where the heat cracked open my molecules. When I pulled myself together, I was in the top of a tall tower, and I felt different. I was different. I had changed from ethane to ethylene gas. I was missing some hydrogen atoms, but before I had a chance to wonder where they had gone, I had moved along to the reaction chamber. Where I reacted with a catalyst and I became solid. I felt my own weight. What a strange feeling after so many millennia floating as a gas. This new stuff is polyethylene. I got melted into a liquid, another physical change that didn't last long. Then I became solid again, and I was put through a grinder to form these little pellets. All us pellets were loaded into train cars, called hopper cars, and we were shipped off down the rails.
Hi, I'm from Sucker Creek First Nation.
I'm from Airdrie.
I'm from Valley View.
Well, I'm from the Gift Lake settlement.
Isn't this like wild? Here we are bouncing.
Did you think you would ever bounce?
How about that reaction, eh?
Oh, that was something else.
What's it all for, I wonder?
What do you mean?
Like, why are we here? Why are we in this new form? And what's gonna happen next?
Whoa, here we go!
Oh, where are we going to? Look at you!
All right, look at me now.
I was melted together with a cousin from Mackenzie, and off we went in our new shape, a thin, hollow plastic bottle.
Wow, this is like totally something else.
On the way, we couldn't help but admire our new selves.
Oh, how shiny.
You're really something.
We'll never be the same again.
And it was true. Humans make plastic, taking a lot of trouble to extract us from the earth, transport us over large distances, and change our chemical makeup.
Hey, keep it moving.
Okay, coming.
Once made, we can't ever go back.
Whoa, like what's that? Oh, can you read that?
Excuse me, that's filling.
Then we were all together again, but with a difference.
I remember this water stuff from when we were underground.
Yeah, now we're holding it inside of us.
I have the idea we're gonna be doing something great.
Oh yeah, crucial water carriers.
Are we like there yet?
Wake up.
This is it.
Right there will be good.
Okay. And I'll invoice you later.
Look.
Here we are? Where are we?
Here we are, finally.
Well, I'll be.
It's kind of cold in here.
We're supposed to be cold, you know.
Oh.
So we sat there, getting cold and waiting for the big event.
Holy is the far walk.
Not far, walked all the way to Prairie one time.
I'm just thirsty. Yeah, me too. Races to the store. Oh, brother.
From the moment I saw those kids, I began to realize the reason for all the changes I had been through. I could only hope they would pick me so my purpose would be fulfilled.
Hey, pick me.
No, 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 no.
Hey,
I'm
over
like
here,
you.
over here. I'm the one.
Please.
I'm the one for you, baby. Hey, me. Aww.
That would be 95 cents, please.
And so I was taken outside beneath the beautiful sky. It had been a really long time since I had seen the sky.
Come on, I'm over here. You piglet.
As the water was emptied out of me, I understood what it is to be useful. It's a great feeling.
It's a basket.
guys. Let's go.
I couldn't understand what was happening. A memory of floating in a cool, dark place came to me. But although I had been there for millions of years, it seemed so far away. And I was here on the ground and not floating at all.
What's this? More trash again? People don't think. What an eyesore and a nuisance all this garbage is. What's the guts? Nobody put things where they belong.
This was the road decided for me.
Hey, watch it! You're squishing me!
I had landed on a banana peel. It was smushed. As it grew light, I wondered over all the changes I had been through. I couldn't believe all that had been for this.
Looks like we're on the move.
Here we go.
Oh, but where are we going?
I don't want to scare you, but I've heard of a big black pit that eats.
Oh, but I had a long and useful life. I was played with by 3 generations of babies.
Well, I was used by a baby too, but just 10 minutes on his little bum, and now it's the end.
The end? The end of what?
The end of our useful lives.
Our lives? What? No!
Recycled?
The humans could process us to be used again instead of throwing us away.
Recycled? I could be recycled?
Recycled? Hey, I want to be recycled too.
Yeah, recycle me.
How do I get there from here?
You can't.
You can't.
This is the end of the line.
We're off to the landfill to be buried, don't you know?
The truth came out. After a glorious but very brief time of being useful to humans who had created me, I was now considered trash, to be buried away with the rest of the refuse. And forever in the shape of a plastic bottle. Are you still there? I asked the banana peel just for someone to talk to.
Yeah, but not for long. If the flies don't get me, the crows will.
Hey, Joe, what's the buzz?
Sure smells like food down there. Let's fly.
I'm so proud that my maggots will be born into this wonderful bin of opportunity.
Well, I didn't make it to be recycled, I guess. I'll just sit here and take up lots of space.
Some things seemed to be starting to rot, but I knew I couldn't do that.
I should be in the metal pile. I'm not in the metal pile. Someone forgot to put me in the metal pile so I could be melted down and used again.
You know, I envy you. With a deposit, at least you have an 80% better chance.
What do you mean?
There are different grades of plastic, and we all have numbers on the bottom. The different numbers mean the plastic is made in different ways. Some of these numbers don't really have a post-consumer, that second time around, use yet. It still needs to be invented.
We want
deposits.
We want
deposits too. Yeah, too.
Ha!
That'll be the day. But who will take care of us? We have no souls.
My life, and now I'm in
What good's a dolly without it?
Plastic, a non-renewable resource. Doesn't renew itself, not like me. I'm paper. Renewable. Just plant some trees to make more paper.
Trees, they grow like weeds. Sure, you could harvest them, say, next year at the latest. I know all the news on me is old and gone, but I'm still paper. I could be pulped up and printed again with the new news.
I was beginning to believe it could happen. As my friend the pink bottle said, I was picked up.
Hey, it's you.
Here we are, eh?
You look a mess.
Well, you kind of lost your shine yourself.
Does it matter?
Oh, I don't know. We're still good for something, even if we're squashed and dirty, aren't we?
Where do you want these ashes? Oh, over there by the dry waste pit. We don't want to torch the bin.
They threw us all in together and burnt us.
Sure. For the paper, it wasn't so bad, but burn plastic? I release horrible poisons into the air when I burn. Please, don't burn plastic. Recycle it. Recycle it.
Why can't I get recycled?
Yeah, me too. I'm plastic. In the old days, I hear that toys like me were made out of wood. Wood can be fixed.
But I can't be fixed or recycled. What are we gonna do?
I hope we're still good for something.
I hope so too.
It's a fair bit of work, all this counting.
And hauling.
Like we're back in the truck again.
I'm sure glad to be out of there.
Me too. It's not the kind of place I would wish on anyone.
Come on, let's go. Take that recycling clean out to the truck, please.
Recycle, recycle, recycle. Recycle, recycle, recycle. Recycle, recycle, recycle.
Oh, hello. Are you going to be recycled too?
We think so. At least we were saved from that horrible pit. This is my stop.
Maybe we'll see you again down the line.
Yeah, well, maybe so.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Woo!
Those lucky materials never even saw that horrible pit. They have no idea about that dead end.
Well, we saw it and survived.
Oh, like now where are we?
This must be the bottle depot.
You mean like where all the bottles go?
Maybe I'll see my friend from Fort Chip.
I hope I see my cousin from Athabasca.
Are we really going in like with all the others?
Wow, it looks like a family reunion.
I told you it like didn't matter that we got all squished and dirty.
You did not. You said...
Hallelujah! Here we come! Fantastic! Good to see ya.
Hey, I was with this really totally cool family. They filled me up for weeks and weeks.
I was at a bingo.
I was out of school.
You know, it's totally crucial that after a messy
And dangerous.
process to make us, that we get used again.
Uh-huh.
But like, how?
I guess we'll see.
Well, that's about enough for a load.
Okay, we're moving.
Up and at 'em.
Here we go!
Hey, this recycling is like having a new life.
More like giving us a longer life.
Yeah, so they don't have to keep making new plastic all the time.
They can use the same plastic again for something else.
And we get to, like, live on.
Hey, I like that. Live on.
Yeah, live on.
Live on. I wish all that plastic in the landfill could live on, too.
They can't keep taking gas for plastic out of the ground forever.
Yep, there's only so much of us underground left over from dinosaur times.
We're a non-renewable resource.
That means when we're gone, there isn't any more.
Is that like what that old paper was talking about?
Hey.
Ooh.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Whoa, this is it?
Like, where are we now? Did you ever see so many bottles?
Oh, only deposit bottles here. Just plastic number 1.
Hey, that tickles.
Look out! Coming through! So we all got shredded together and shipped off to different places. Some of us ended up here on the floor, part of the rug, nice and warm in the winter.
So, like, we'll be here for quite some time then?
You betcha.
Others got chopped fine enough to make a fluffy sweater. We know that we'll see useful days again because humans have figured out how to buy back their recycling.
I need you to find a sweater, something warm, okay? That is not a sweater. Try over there, okay? No, try over there.
Come on, Angel.
Over here.
We're warm.
Here she comes.
Be beautiful.
Be strong.
Be warm.
100% plastic. We'll really work for you.
You'll see.
We're recycled, you know. You know, it's really amazing what some old dinosaur bones can do if you give us a chance. But it's you humans who have to give us that chance by reusing and recycling. As plastic, there's a lot of work, energy, and even considerable danger and mess involved in making us. Also, there are only so much of us left underground, so it makes sense to use plastic that's already been made. Recycling takes a lot less energy than making new plastic. So by recycling and buying post-consumer recycled products, you're helping to slow down climate change, too. If you need plastic, you need to support this recycling circle. Find out which plastics are recycled and which things are made out of recycled plastics. Maybe you can invent a new use for us. Just the way I was changed, things can change quickly. The earth changes, the way people live changes, the climate changes. Recycle us so we can live on for you.